it gets super hard because how somebody treats you can make you start thinking about who you are, and how you respond to them usually shows where you are in your own life. Hey, my little love bugs. I'm ToshPointFro, and this is my eating show. Now, welcome to your daily dose of positive vibes. If you're new, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get an alert every time I post a new video, which is 6 o'clock every day, Central Standard Time. So, today, we are going to be eating fruit, except this grape. This grape is not cute. No, you cannot. You're not going to make it. We're going to eat pretty fruit today. I have a mukbang that's going to be all fruit. A lot of you guys have been asking me for vegan stuff. This is a step into vegan. I know you probably want food, but I really wanted to get some fruit because I haven't done it yet, and it's a new year. Let's start off with a healthy vibe. Well, we're not starting. I had some Alfredo yesterday. Anyways, so I have red grapes, green grapes, strawberries, and blueberries. Ugh, love blueberries. Blueberries. Love them. I couldn't find blackberries, which made me kind of sad, but it's okay. And today we are actually going to be talking about a certain topic. I'm going to incorporate more topics into my videos. And today it is how to stay positive. Really, we're going to be covering a lot of self-love stuff. And I felt like this is a really good place to start because a lot of you asked me how I stay positive, and let's talk about it. As the planes fly by. So, okay. Forgive me if I get emotional during this because it is going to be a lot. This trick to staying positive is what you feed yourself. Here, have a blueberry. Big old plump blueberry. And not just what you feed yourself physically, but what you feed yourself emotionally. What you feed your life. What you give access to your life. Who you give access to your life. And that is one of the hardest lessons that I've had to learn. Coming out of my divorce, I was very bitter. I was very sad. And it showed in the kind of interactions that I was having with other people. I was mean and nasty, and not even like in a, tripping people down a sidewalk way, but just, I was defensive. That's a better word instead of mean and nasty. I was really defensive. I felt like people were coming at me. I wanted to be the victim. And this has been a process. It's been a few years since I went through that. And it didn't just happen overnight. It took me looking at everything that was going on in my life and the kind of things that come on, Lent? And the kind of things that I was allowing into my subconscious, into my space, the people, everything. So let's get into details because I'm just speaking broadly right now. The TV and YouTube videos that you watch. That's going to be the first one. Also, the people. But we'll get into people in a second because that one going to get real. Y'all might not like me. So the videos that you watch on YouTube and the shows that you watch on TV. If all you watch is drama TV, that's what you're accessing into your subconscious. That is what you're going to attract. Now, don't get me wrong, honey. I know that Dennis cheated on Portia. I am not in any way perfect at cultivating this perfect self-love space, but these are things that I'm working on. I've started to watch less drama TV. Y'all notice, like, when there's stuff going on with YouTubers, I'm usually like aware that it's going on. I might catch like the first or second video, But I'm not watching every video around the drama. Like the Nikocado, Avocado, and Stephanie Sue thing. I've never talked to Stephanie, but I have talked to Nick before. So literally wrote him a message and I was like, I know you're going through it. I hope you get through it, and like sending you good vibes, and like I hope y'all both come out as better humans after this is all over. Because like if I was to just sit and watch those videos and look at the receipts and look at all the drama, all I'm going to do is be tempted to pick sides. I'm going to be like, well, he's wrong for this and she's wrong for that, which in reality, the only thing that needs to be done in those situations is like understanding and like empathy. People need support. They don't need to be attacked. And I feel like once we feel attacked, that's when we go into the defensive. I gotta eat some more though, hold on, because I am hungry. For y'all, those of y'all that are gonna ask, this is my lip color is a lippy from Stila in the color Beso. Beso, beso. Mwah. Didn't nobody call you Joe? Back up. It's like I heard a O. Those strawberries are good. So it's like not getting involved, and it's so easy to get emotionally involved in the stuff that we're watching on television or seeing on the internet. And sometimes you really have to take a step back and not be so judgmental. And that's hard. That takes time. Being judgmental is natural. I don't care what anybody says. We have fight or flight instincts, and it's normal for you to look at a situation and assess it. Now, should you assess it and make judgments only based off of your limited scope, the only little itty bitty bit that you can see? No. Because you only know what you can see, but there's probably things going on in the background that you can't see. Lord, and I'm guilty of this. If I don't know all the details, I will still drop something. And I've had to learn this from being conscious about it, from messing up and from making mistakes, from commenting on something I probably shouldn't have commented on, from having an opinion about something or someone that I shouldn't even have developed because I need to stay in my lane. If I was worried about what was going on over here, I wouldn't even be involved in all this over here. So step one, be careful what you're feeding yourself, what you're feeding your brain, and mind your business. That's going to be hard because I know YouTube drama is very interesting. Like, I know about I saw the Tati and James Charles. I saw the Be Love and E with Q. I saw it all. And like, I learned a lot from it because I was like, I need to stay in my lane. But yeah, that's the number one thing. Number two, and y'all not going to like it. But this was one of the hardest things for me to learn. You got to get rid of negative people. You got to put yourself first. Unless you have kids, because your children have to come before you because you have to take care of them. But if it's a relationship with a person that you're dating, or that you're related to, and all they do is feed you negative energy, all they do is do things that hurt you, or they know are going to cause you pain, or they have a complete disregard for your feelings or what you need. If you need your mom to be supportive when you are going through something in your life and she thinks it's a joke, if you need whatever it is that you need, it's it, because that's you. And if somebody's not giving that to you, then they don't need to be around, because a person that cares about you is going to give you what you need from them. Now, you can't be too needy. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to be able to take care of yourself to a certain extent. But a part of this is knowing that you are important enough to yourself to set up boundaries with these people and let them know that what they're doing is not acceptable and it will not be tolerated. That's the hard part. That's one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. Because you want people to love you. And you feel like if they just realize that you're doing all these things for them, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to cry. No, we're not going to cry. But I still get emotional about this because it still rings true. If you are seeking their validation and you're behaving in a way to just get them to just, see it and feel it so that they will reciprocate it, no, that's bad. That person doesn't love you. And that could be a friend. That can be a family member. I've lost my best friends. I've had to let go of people I was dating because they did not have my best interest in mind. And it hurt. It hurt so bad. Still hurts. You don't lose that pain, but you replace it with your own with validating yourself. And what does that look like? That looks like looking at a situation that you're in with a person that you have this relationship with, expressing to them in a calm, reasonable way that these are the things that you need, that these are the boundaries, that these are the limits, that people will not have a place in your life. If they treat you that way. And that's the hard part. That's the heartbreaking part. Oh, you are not cute. No, baby. You're not getting eaten. It's hard to find good fruit nowadays, y'all. We are not in the summer season, so that's why y'all haven't seen me do a fruit bong in a long time. I shouldn't live so close to Love Field. I learned that now. That's why there's always planes. A person that cares about you is going to make you a priority. Now, don't get me wrong. They don't have to put you in front of them. Although, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But that's not going to cultivate a healthy relationship. But what they do have to do is respect what you need from that relationship, as long as it's reasonable, and provide that or reciprocate that. So if you're just chasing after somebody's affection, somebody's approval, somebody's love, and they just don't care, they gotta go. They have to go. The trick to staying positive is feeding yourself positivity. And it gets tricky because a lot of negative people will see your positivity and they'll love the glow, baby. They'll love it and they'll want some. And they'll think that if they hang out with you, if they be around you, then they will get it. And that's true to a certain extent. But those are the people you have to watch, because their negativity will just creep up into your whole psyche. And before you know it, you're in this low place where you're feeling just as pessimistic and just as negative and just as judged as they do. And that's not okay. You can't let other people bring you down. This is a journey of self. It's called self-love. You have to make the conscious decision yourself to not tolerate bull, for lack of a better word. And I've had people do unimaginably mean things to me, to the extent where you wonder, like, before I had my self-love, I would be like, what did I do to deserve this? No, that's not the right question to ask. The right question to ask You ready? You ready for the right question to ask? Let's have a blueberry. Let's have a couple. A mouthful of blueberries before we get to the right question to ask. The right question is, how much pain are you in that you had to bring that pain into my life? What are you going through that has you so hurt that you are bringing this negativity into my space? Because that's where it came from. They are not happy in their lives. When people do mean things to you, when people treat you bad, whether it's friends, whether it's family, anything, it's because they are hurt. Because hurt people hurt people. Positive people don't hurt people. Y'all don't see me going after anybody on Instagram or Facebook. Don't get me wrong, I get a little snarky in my comments anymore, but one of my New Year's resolutions is now to not comment or respond to negativity. So I'm working on that. But New Year's goals. Told y'all don't do the resolutions. Set a goal. But that is huge. Recognizing that the reason that people are causing you pain is because they are unhappy in their own lives was the game changer for me. These strawberries are great. That might have been a good thumbnail. Hold on. No! Got it. Trying to be cute. Oh, yes. But see, it gets hard. It gets super hard. Because how somebody treats you can make you start thinking about who you are. And how you respond to them usually shows where you are in your own life. When I'm hurt, when I've been honestly the meanest or the most bratty, usually comes out in relationships. And I am only now realizing that not the only reason, but one of the main reasons that I was behaving that way is because I wasn't being loved correctly. I wasn't being loved in a way, not saying that there was anything wrong with that person, not saying that, they owed me more love no, I'm not getting the love that I want. I'm not getting what I need to feel loved. And those are the times where I have retracted, where I have usually stopped making videos or stopped wanting to pour into other people or lift other people up. I am not as helpful to others when I don't feel like I'm getting loved properly. And whose fault is that? It's my fault. It's my fault for accepting somebody in my life that isn't loving me in the way that I need to be loved. Because I would rather be loved improperly than be loved correctly. Or, no, take that back. Because I would rather be loved improperly just to not feel alone than to hold out, spend time on myself, and figure out who I am so that the right person sees how to love me based on how I'm loving myself and feeds and pours into me because of that. Ooh, y'all, I just went deep. Oh, God. I might turn the volume down on this one, get a little loud. But I mean, once I started figuring it out, it was pivotal. It was crazy. I just... Think about it. If you're in a relationship with somebody that treats you bad, don't you treat other people bad too? Aren't you mad? Kids at school, kids that are usually bullying, a lot of the time they're being abused at home. They're going through things that they're in their personal life and they don't know how to express it. So it's coming out as pain and they distribute that pain to other people. You have to protect yourself. My lowest times have been when I was either being manipulated or I feel like that's even me being the victim. And I'm not a victim. I will never be a victim to anybody treating me poorly again, because I will not accept anyone treating me poorly again. I will just ignore you. And I will never talk to you again. If you can't appreciate what I'm giving you, then there's no reason for me to even try to be in your life, because you don't appreciate my presence. And there have to be boundaries. It has to be give and take. If I'm doing something for you, it might not be exactly what you want me to be doing, and vice versa. It might not, but that's what you're offering. So it is my responsibility to say, do I want this or do I not? Is this going to be good enough for this kind of relationship? And that can be friendships, that can be family. But if somebody is treating you poorly, look at the reasons why. Remember, it's not your responsibility to make them treat you better. It's your responsibility to set up boundaries and let them know that it will or will not be tolerated. You treat me bad to a certain extent? No. If you do something to, step on my toes, I'll check you. I'll just be like, hey, nice, in a nice way. No, this isn't something that I want to expose myself to. So, in a calm way, you let them know that's a boundary. But if they keep stepping, let them step on. So what's next? These are all the things that you're feeding yourself, right? We're feeding ourselves fruit today. We're feeding ourselves good vibes. How you talk to yourself. How you talk to yourself is imperative. If you tell yourself you're dumb, if you tell yourself you can't do it, if you tell yourself that you're not good enough, you're all those things. Because your brain does not know the difference between what is reality and what is just not. Like, your brain listens to you. So you have to speak highly of yourself. You have to have your daily affirmations. You have to, when I am the most sad, when I have had people just hurt me, I am literally in my mind, or even out loud, depending on where I am, saying, I am loved, I am worthy, I deserve the life that I want, I love myself, I deserve abundance, I don't want to be unhappy, I deserve happiness. Like, I don't even think about the things that I don't want. I only focus on the things that I do want and the things that I deserve. And I know that I deserve to be loved properly. I know that I deserve to be treated well. And so if somebody's not doing that, maybe I need to remind myself, because that's going to give me the strength to walk away. You got to coach yourself. You have to tell yourself these things every day. Always remind yourself of your value, of your worth, of what it is that makes you special, which is honestly just you existing. You deserve to be treated well because you exist. And it's hard because sometimes you want to look back at the things that you've done to people and that's good, honestly. I think that it's good for you to look back at how you've treated others and see your mistakes. See when you've been the villain in somebody else's story, because Lord knows we all have. Excuse me. However, that doesn't mean you have to continue being the villain. That means you can still offer a stranger something, even if it's just a smile. You have to spend your time thinking of how you can make the world a better place and not dwell on the past mistakes that you've made, because you're just going to beat yourself up. There may have been a time where, yes, baby, you did something dumb. Guilty, quilty, okay? Quilty, I'm over here. I've done dumb things plenty of times in my life. But thank God I have been on this spiritual journey, this emotional journey, where I know I'm better than that, and I know I'm worth more than that, and I have more value to add to other people, even though I may be down on myself. And when the beautiful thing is that when I shed the relationships that are not meant for me, when I shed the drama TV, I watch less. Listen, I still watch my Real Housewives here and there, but I mean, baby used to be premiere night. Hello. Now I might miss a couple episodes. I got to catch up. I don't really know everything that's going on because I'm busy feeding myself and my soul other things. That's hard. It's so easy to fall into the negativity. It's easy to just turn on the TV and watch something that's just going to be entertaining. Entertaining isn't necessarily good for you, babe. You got to learn how to be alone with your thoughts. Because when you spend that time in your room thinking to yourself, that's when you figure out who you are. When you read about or watch other people who are trying to change the world, who are trying to inspire others in positive ways, that's when you figure out who you are. I'm pouring into others at my best when I'm pouring into myself at my best. And I'm not allowing pain, either my personal pain or the pain of others, to influence or disrupt my peace. Because you can't do that over here anymore. And that was the hardest thing that I had to learn after I got divorced. And it wasn't even because of him. I was vibrating low because I was still in pain. I didn't take the time to heal myself. And it came out in how I interacted with people. Even in my comments, you said something smart to me, honey, coming right back at you. That is not going to do anything. Then I'm sitting here huffing and puffing. Can you believe that this person said this about me? They get bold, but they're usually kids. And even sometimes it is an adult. But that shows you what they're going through. So you have to look at what people do to you, what TV is doing to you. You have to look at all of those things, because all of that stuff feeds you. In some subconscious way, it's getting into your brain and it's making you think that it is either should be expected, is tolerable, it's making you think that it's okay, and it's not. It's not okay. And that is really the trick of self-love. You have to remember that everything that you do, every word that you speak, everything that you listen to, everything that you watch, all are going to influence your path and your journey. Especially the relationships you have. And it's hard. Because you want to love that person. Or you want to watch that TV show. But nobody is responsible for your happiness but you. If your mama sucks, distance yourself. I get so sad when I listen to people, children and adults, who talk to me about how their parent is this or that and how they can't do something because how much it would hurt their parent. Listen, I know I would have made somebody mad with that statement. Who cares? Who cares? You did not ask to be born. Your parents had you. You did not just say, hey, y'all ready to have me yet? Because I'm coming. What? You're not responsible for anybody else's happiness. You're responsible for your own happiness and your own peace. And it is going to disrupt some people. You're going to lose plenty of people, baby. You are. I'm sorry, but it sucks. But this is the harsh truth that nobody told me that I wish somebody would. You are going to lose some of the best. They ain't the best. You're going to lose some of the closest relationships you've ever had. Specifically because you choose to love yourself and put yourself and the relationships that you want to have with yourself and with others first. You got to let people be in their own toxic space. If doing something that makes you happy, that isn't hurting anybody, is going to hurt one person because they love you so much. No, they don't. I don't care if it's your mama. No, she doesn't. If she loved you that much, she wouldn't be so selfish. She would understand that your happiness is something that you have to cultivate for yourself, just like her happiness is something that she has to cultivate for herself. That's called respect. That's called love. So never go out of your way to hurt anybody. But if doing what makes you happy hurts others, really look at it. And really look at the person that it's going to hurt. Are they being selfish? If it is, and it doesn't work for you, deuces. But if it's not, just how it's got to be. It's okay to be selfish. I don't know why we have this whole rhetoric that it's not. It's okay to be selfish. If I wasn't selfish, I wouldn't have y'all in my life. It took me getting selfish with my time. Selfish with the amount of energy that I put in myself instead of other people. You don't even have to be mean about it. You just have to back off. Focus on yourself. They'll feel it, trust. They will feel it. You don't have to say a word. Just start focusing on you. Start answering the phone less. Don't initiate making time. Like if somebody doesn't see you as worth investing in, who are you to convince them different? Convince yourself that you're worth investing in. You can't even see the strawberries. There you go. Convince yourself that you're worth investing in. And that, my love, excuse me, is how you love yourself. That's how you stay positive. Staying positive doesn't always feel good. It's knowing that you deserve better and being willing to sacrifice the things that maybe you feel like give you comfort but really aren't serving you or your purpose in life. So, sorry y'all, we got kind of today. Took y'all to church. But of course, these are my opinions. This is what I've learned in the last few years that I've been on this self-love journey. And I hope it helps somebody, even if it's just one person. Like, and you don't have to agree with me. These are just my opinions. I would rather you think about what I'm saying and decide whether you agree or not than just take my word for law, because that's not how free will works. So, feed yourself positivity. And those moments where you are feeling down and you want to call that person that isn't really feeding you the love that or isn't reciprocating the love that you know that you need, or you're about to turn on that show that is just, like Bad Girls Club. Woo, Lord, that show will make you violent. Does it even come on anymore? Anyways, before you do that, think about how you could get on YouTube and YouTube a self-love video. Listen to some Les Brown. Like, there's so many people out there that are inspiring good, but you have to find them because they're not always popping up on the trending page, let's be honest. So, I hope this video helped you guys. Yeah, I did a lot of talking and just biting on my fruit. I felt like this would be an appropriate one though, because it's positivity and we're in nature, baby. Can I get a hello? There's a guy I watch when I'm feeling down. His name is Ralph Smart. He has a YouTube channel. I like him. I don't like he sometimes get into spiritual stuff that I'm not necessarily like watching, but he definitely has some good things to say, some good messages out there. So, maybe that was more like how to love yourself than how to stay positive. I'll think more on the whole how to stay positive thing. Honestly, it's seeing the good in every situation is how you stay positive. You can look at it like a victim, or you can look at it like an opportunity to grow and to assess and to learn from. Choose to learn instead of being the victim. Because really, when that person is ignoring you, they're teaching you how much they care about you. Choose to learn that lesson, or just let them go. Well, choose to learn that lesson and let them go, or choose to continue to let them treat you poorly. But I really hope that you choose to learn that lesson and let them go, because you're worth a lot more. And if you don't know that, then they will never know that. That's my thoughts, guys. You make me feel so good. You know, you make me feel so good. You know what, though? That song is like an oxymoron. It says, bad boy, you make me feel so good. No bad boys gonna make me feel good. Good boys, good men make me feel good. That treat me right. Good people make me feel good. Nobody bad. With this fruit though, it's got your girl feeling great. So that's all for today, guys. This one was pretty long. We got pretty chatty, but I really hope that you enjoyed it. I know this new year is going to be hard. You're going through a lot of things. You had to leave a lot of negativity back in 2019. You're not alone. Baby, I did too. And it's been hard. But I'm here for you. Be sure to share this video with anybody that you know is going through it. Rewatch it if you need to watch it again, because sometimes you got to be told how valuable you actually are. And I will always let you know. I will talk to you guys later. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you tomorrow at 6. Bye, guys.